Hi guys, it's Jessica. I'm gonna read you guys some bad fan fiction. I know it's been a while, but I've been distracted with other things, and I don't really think anybody watches this, but I still do it for shits and giggles because it makes me laugh. So recently I kind of fell in love with the Being Human fandom. US, not UK, sorry. So I decided to jump into that. Oh, got a message. I decided to jump into that section on fanfiction today. I found a good one. Again, I'm not going to read you guys the name of the story or the author's name, but I'll read you like the first-ish chapter. It might be too long, but I'll try really hard. I don't know. Let's see how long I can, how far I can get through this, actually. Okay. So, here's the summary. This is a story about love, about the fact that love can transcend time and race, if you consider being a vampire or a werewolf as being in a different race. Aiden, spelled wrong, /OC, so this is going to be really good, Mary Sue. And Josh /OC, that's original character for those of you who don't follow along. The Being Human boys are falling for the two lovely new vampires in town. Aiden has a history with one of them that he has kept hidden. Uh-oh, secrets. The other's making Josh question himself. Can vampires and werewolves be together? Josh and Aiden are together, but not like that. But they're together a lot. Okay, this is my first Being Human story and also my first fan fiction. I probably shouldn't be reading this because usually everyone's first fan fiction sucks, but I don't really care. This is entertainment for me. Saturday night, lots of plans. It was inspired by my best friend because she asked me to write her into a story. Mary Sue. And it just went from there. Okay. Let me see. Anything else that might make me giggle? Okay. Here's the story. It was shortly after sunset. Josh watched as the rain poured down outside. The street was bathed in a blue glow. And... sorry, this is not making sense to me already. And Josh thought to himself how he wished he could paint such a picturesque scene. Josh is an artist. That's adorable. Aiden, still spelled wrong, was oblivious to the outside world, his head stuck in a book that he had read 1,000,000 times over. He found Josh's breathing to be distracting. Oh, sorry, no. He found Josh's breathing too distracting. Spelled wrong. Too. Spelled wrong. He sat in his room with a large pair of headphones on, blasting classical music into him ears. Sally was sitting downstairs with Josh, also staring out the window. She wished that she could smell the rain as it hit the freshly mowed grass. Okay. She pouted at the fact that she would never again smell the sweet smell of rain. All of the sudden, not all of a sudden, all of the sudden, there was a knock at the door. Josh almost jumped out of his seat because of the shock it gave him. Sally snickered at the look on his face. It was a mixture between surprise and fear. There was another knock at the door, and Sally said, Josh, you should probably answer the door. It's rude to leave whoever it is out in the rain. Thanks, Mom. He did reply, or even move. That doesn't make sense. I'd do it, except I can't turn the doorknob, she said. Now, getting annoyed by the fact that he wasn't moving, he then jumped and went over to the door. He could see that there were two blurry figures behind the stained glass of the door. He opened the door, and Josh was immediately dumbstruck by the two beautiful and soaked women at his doorstep. I bet you they're the vampires. I'm just going to say that right now. The one that stood right there in front of him had long black hair and very deep brown eyes. The other one, who stood behind the first, had blonde hair and amazingly hypnotic green eyes. I've got green eyes. Are they hypnotic? I think they are. Josh thought that her eyes her eyes remaindered him of shining emeralds. Do I remind you guys of shining emeralds? Though both girls looked related, they also looked very different. I don't think someone with black hair and deep brown eyes would look anywhere remotely related to someone with blonde hair and amazingly hypnotic green eyes. That's ridiculous. They stood there for a moment as if they expected Josh to say something. When he didn't, the black-haired one said, hello, Josh, is Aiden home? He was set back for a moment, the beautiful creature that stood before him, and just said his name. Because all he heard her say was his name. He asked, could you please repeat the question? Because that sounds like something he would say. Totally. They both smiled. He smiled back because their smiles made him want to smile. That's cute. Is your roommate Aiden home? The blonde one said, and Josh noticed that both of the girls' voices sounded like those of angels, and their faces confirmed it. Oh my god. He knew right then and there that they were, of course, not angels, but vampires. Uh-oh. Yes. He's just upstairs. I'll go get him for you, he said, then turning away. Turning back in an instant and adding, I would invite you in, but I think you're honestly, when I read that, I thought it was going to say, I think your vaginas. I don't know where it came from, but I bet you he wants to say vampires, not vaginas. He was stuck on the word. If they weren't vampires, then he would creep then out. Not that, he would creep then out. That makes sense. I can't let strangers in. Like a little 4-year-old. How cute, he said in recovery. That's okay, Josh. It's good that you don't let strange vampires into your house, said the blonde vampire, who was still smiling brightly at him. He blushed in response before running up the stairs to Aiden's room. I'm okay. I'm actually done with this fic because this is a really long, relatively long chapter, and I just don't want to read any more crap right now. I'd rather keep drinking wine and eating popcorn, because that's what my Saturday night's consisting of. So that was this next chapter of Jessica and sometimes Rachel reads really bad fanfiction. Thanks for watching. Until next time.